Pierre, healthy is your runner in race at number 4 down the straight. He showed really good, distinct improvement, didn't he, first to second start?
Yes, we expect the first run to be run a little bit closer, but he sort of did the jump very well. And last start was a bit unlucky. He got slightly shift from the other horse. So hopefully this time we get a smoother start.
Talk to me about that run last time. Obviously, going back and having a look at the head-on, he's run around a bit under pressure. Is that just greenness with a lightly raced horse?
Definitely, definitely he's green. He hasn't do any berry trials before coming into Hong Kong, so we have to do everything in here. But still, for the first prep, he's done pretty much a good job.
Yeah. And how has he matured, Pierre? Obviously, with horses like him, do you feel he's coming on with every run?
Yeah, he'll come on from every run. I know he kept improving. I think he will be a very nice 4-year-old.
Yeah. You put a tongue tie on him last time as well.
Yes.
Are you sort of putting some of that improvement down to that tongue tie going on?
Yes, just he can be a little bit keen during the trip. So hopefully we get a little bit more grip on him. So he can have a better finish.
You might well fancy your chances turning that form around with the winner because he meets him slightly better at the weights, doesn't he, Sparkling Dolphin?
Yes. So this time he draw against the outside, you say inside gate. So he might need to work a little bit to get across us.
I guess in an ideal world you would like to have been up against that stands rail, wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely.
But all in all, it's a nice horse going forward.
Well, definitely he'll be a very nice 4-year-old, as I say. Yeah.
Vincent Ho, we were treated to seeing the Golden 60 colours in the winners' enclosure recently with not himself, but Golden Samurai. Nice performance from this lightly raced horse.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise, to be honest, last start. We expect him to improve, but didn't expect him to win the race. But no, he travelled so well that day and have a nice kick in the straight. So yeah, good surprise.
I guess the fact now that he's going up in trip perhaps demonstrates that you didn't expect that performance over 1,200 metres.
Yeah.
Was this very much the logical step going forward, and has it sort of accelerated that move going up in trip now that he has one?
Yeah, he always felt can run a bit further, and probably better for him. And lately he also has improved. For his trials and gallops, he felt even better than last time. So we'll see how he handled 14.
If you had to pinpoint sort of an angle where he has improved on the basis of those trials and track, what would that be, Vincent? What is it that this horse has had to do going forward?
No, I think 14 a mile, he shoots well. Yeah, it just really depends how much he improved, especially during races and stepping up at the moment. So.
He's a 4-year-old. Is he quite a mature 4-year-old, even though he's lightly raced?
Yeah, he is quite mature. I felt he will just keep improving, and he is a strong big boy. I think if he keep improving, he will do well here.
Yeah, he's a tick under 1,200 pounds. You're confident he'll carry that extra £5? Obviously, naturally, with the win, he's going to get a bit more.
Yeah, I think so. He is a big boy. He can handle that for sure, I think.
And just finally, Vincent, you're having a great season. Numerically, plenty of winners, plenty of nice winners coming as well. You must be sort of happy where things are at the moment, but I'm sure you won't be resting on your laurels with a few more meetings still to go, of course.
No, yeah. Just keep doing my best and ride as many winners as I could.
Zack Purton, Beauty Eternal is your ride in the Hong Kong Macau Trophy this weekend. That was another impressive performance from him last time.
He's done a really good job this season. He hasn't let us down. He's turned up every time, and he did that again last time.
This trip, 1,400 metres, clearly does suit him well. Unbeaten so far over the distance.
Yeah, last time he, coming back from the Derby distance, he took quite a while to accelerate and get into top gear, and he only just got there on the line. So with the extra weight this time, hopefully we can get into it maybe a little bit earlier and help him with the distance.
How's he coming on as an individual, Zack? Obviously, he's had this big boom on him, and as you say, he hasn't let anybody down as such. And do you feel that he's progressing still with every race that he runs in this?
He hasn't really had, an ideal prep to his career so far, where we had to rush him to get him to the Derby. So he stepped from 12 to 14 to 16 to 2,000, and then obviously had to be freshened up to come back to 1,400 metres last time. And the way he got to the line, it looked like a mile might be his best distance. But here we are again at the 1,400, and it's probably the first time since the early start to his career that he's run at the same distance 2 times in a row. So he hasn't been able to get into the groove as such, but he's been doing a really good job, and hopefully he can continue on with that.
What about a pace perspective in this race, Zack? Obviously, is he a horse that sort of relies on a little bit of pace? I mean, it looks as if there might be some in this race for sure with Circuit Stella and Co.
Well, that'll help him. Obviously, like I said, he hit that flat spot but got to the line nicely last time. So if the pace is on, that'll allow him to roll into it a little bit more comfortably, and hopefully that'll, offset maybe the shorter distance that he's running at again this time. That he might be running a little bit further again.
He might well, Zack, provide you with some very important winners, obviously. The winners have been flowing. Just wanted to touch upon the record. It's within touching distance, isn't it? What's your take on it at the moment?
Yeah, I haven't... I know if you look at the numbers and you would... the amount of winners I've ridden and the good winners I've ridden and the horses I've ridden, you'd probably look at it and say that I've had a good season or an excellent season. But I just feel like I've been grinding and haven't really been going as well as I would have liked. A few of the trainers that I thought I might get a little bit more support from haven't really got behind me, so it's been a little bit frustrating. I've had a lot of bad gates. That's Hong Kong, right? You just got to deal with what's thrown at you. But I want to be going better than I am. Yeah.
Zack, happy together as you're riding the final race. You've been on board him the last couple of times. Last time out, a huge run, given the run that he unfortunately had.
Yeah, I've ridden him 2 times now. I've given him 2 bad rides, so hopefully I'm due to give him a good one. But we're drawing a really bad gate, so I don't know where we're going to be in the run. I'll see how the track is riding on the day and try and assess that and maybe change things a little bit, but I'm due to give him a chance, aren't I?
Well, they do say third time lucky, Zack. The hood went on last time out. Do you have an influence in that decision with that going on?
Well, the start before he travelled really strongly, too strongly. And I just found myself in an awkward spot because I was trying to manage him instead of riding the race. So last time the hood went on and he relaxed a lot better and he gave me a good ride. But when Alexa took off and I wanted to get on his back and be brought into it, he just failed to respond and pick up when I needed him to. And then obviously I got caught in that position where I just got pushed off the track. So, it might have worked too well on him, but he needed to relax if we were going to find the best out of him.
The form of which has worked out quite nicely. The Best Peach and Invincible Missile have come out of the race as well, so he certainly comes in with claims on paper, that's for sure.
He does, but like I said, the gates are worrying. It's just going to depend on the position I can get. But the horse is going well. I rode him in some work recently, and obviously his form tells you that he's going good. So hopefully we can get some even luck and give him his chance.